Welcome back to Quiet Money Podcast, the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life. Stay tuned. We're coming up next. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Quiet Money Podcast. I'm your host, Dax. I'm excited to have you guys with us here again today. And as always, co-host, my beautiful friend, you know what I mean? Somebody that be talking to me every single day at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But we'll work that out. What's up, man?
What's up? My name is Randy. I am the co-host of Quiet Money Podcast.
How you feeling today?
Amazing.
Are you? Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're feeling amazing because I'm not.
Well, I woke up
But I want you to go first.
Yeah, I woke up feeling like trash. that's the 5 o'clock a.m. conversation.
Right.
And I knew I had to work out today because it's been about 3 weeks and I haven't done a thing.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, but you said, just do it.
Just like that, dude. 3 weeks,
Just like
right?
that. Just like that.
But see,
you said just do it.
And you been work out this morning.
I went and worked out with my trainer, and I feel so much better.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, what you doing your workout today? You know what I mean? What's Randy's workout look like?
Did some cardio on the bike, some rowing. He has a row machine.
Right.
Some weightlifting, crunches. Like, he didn't go too hard on us. I have a workout partner too.
Okay.
She hadn't been there in 3 weeks either.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't go too hard on us. Praise the Lord. Because my body was like my mind was there, but my body was like, sis, it's been 3 weeks. Like,
and 3 weeks be a lot.
Right. I don't know what yeah.
But that's what's up. I'm glad you're feeling. See, I've been working on you feeling positive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I've been a lot more organized.
Right.
I find myself pretty organized, but struggling to get things done. But for the last couple weeks, I've been organizing things in a way where I'm scheduling time to get it done. So I don't feel like I'm treading water, drowning. Like, I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm on top of what I need to be doing.
That's what's up.
I've been turning down.
Hey, yo, I like your energy this morning.
That's what I'm saying.
I need this energy from you. I need this energy from you.
Yeah, I've had to think about things. I've turned down to some work assignments, some work requests from potential new clients. I'm just like,
you're turning down work.
Just a little, yeah.
Hey, you're unpacking a lot right now.
Yeah.
That's what's
you
up.
Ain't know.
I didn't even know. But listen, though, being me and you dope like that, because even when we don't know we on the same type of wave right now, we're on the same wave. So you're just on the positive vibes of it. So you've been workout this morning. It's been 3 weeks. You feel good. I tell you, I ain't feeling good this morning, but it's for the same reason. Been backsliding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I want to talk about backsliding. Like, backsliding, then it's a real thing. Like, you're going the right way, whatever you're doing in your life. You're making the right decisions. You're making some momentum. You know what I mean? Whether it's to a business idea, whether it's to working out, eating better, spending more time with your kids, whatever it is. And then that thing just rears this ugly head.
I know.
And look. And the backsliding, like, to slide, you just have to start moving a little bit. And then before you know, you're sliding. You know what I'm saying? And the momentum picks up, I swear, even faster on the negative side than it do on the positive for some reason. You know what I mean? So anyway, for me, I ain't been eating good this week. I've been falling back in bad habits, like just up all hours of the night, which I do anyway. But, that's been going on. Working a little bit more than I need to. More in regards to like the hours and the time of day I'm working. When it's too late at night, that ain't good. Too early in the morning ain't good. You know what I mean? So it's just, I could feel it. I could feel it on the inside.
Yeah, I could tell.
I could feel it on the inside.
Yeah,
yes, man. Now here's the thing, guys. I talked about this in other episodes. Like, you might still be successful when you're doing bad things. Like, when your back's like, I got on the scale this morning. It ain't crazy. I'm up 1.5 pounds from these prior decisions, but I feel these decisions. I feel it. I feel it. It's like undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter. Like, somebody could come bump into me right now and be like, yo, look at you, done. You know what I mean? Look at you, done. I ain't seen you in a minute. You look crazy. And it wouldn't do nothing for me, man. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? because I could feel that.
Because
I'm
in your mind, you
backsliding.
like, this ain't even my best day.
But here's the thing, man. I'm changed. You know what I'm saying? Because and other people's opinion, I always be honest. Like, they've mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? And you always hear like you shouldn't care what people think, but you know that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So now I could tell you, like, years ago, even if I've been backsliding, if somebody says something positive to me, I'll probably be like, all right. You know what I mean? It would do something for me. I was kind of okay with still getting the admiration, even though, you know, whatever, even though it's not deserved. You know what I'm saying? But now, since I've been on this whole little new thing with you and like poured in this, talking about this stuff and like being honest about it, it's like, yo, can't feel good about that. Cause I know, you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to optimize ourselves. And I just like, dang. So that's why I was like this week. You know what I mean?
But it's nice to be recognized.
Yeah.
You know, somebody say, "Oh, you know, you looking good."
It is.
It's all right. Thank you.
It is. But the thing is, I'm okay with it because it's like I'm aware of it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I give an example, like weight range fluctuation. It's a totally different new weight range fluctuation, right?
Right.
So like, and even with you with your 3 weeks, it ain't become 3 months.
Exactly.
And it ain't become 3 years.
And I think I'm like you. I went up like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds.
Right. But we're really like caring about trying to maximize ourselves. So we backslide a little bit, but then catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to catch it right now. I'm trying to catch it.
No, you will catch it.
But anyway.
You will catch
that's it. But you know what? You motivated me this morning because you know what? All I got to do is just go do it. Like I tell you this morning, go work out, push yourself a little bit, and then.
Yeah, but you know what you might need though?
What's that?
You might need to go back to training.
I know.
Because
it's the accountability push.
The accountability. Yeah. I think we have that in common. Because if ain't nobody holding me accountable, if I'm not paying anybody, I'm probably not going to work out. Like we can work out, but we're not consistent together.
True.
So if you be like, I don't feel like it, I'll be like, you know what? I don't either. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
Right.
And then that backslide begins. I'm pretty sure that's what happened this time.
Yeah. That is.
But you at least you try, because you have been like inconsistently consistent.
I've been doing just enough to maintain, not going crazy. You know what I mean?
And I haven't done anything.
Yeah, but I'm proud of you though, man. That's what's up.
You
know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to do it. And you was out there early this morning trying to change it around. And anybody that's listening, look, whether it's 3 weeks, a year, a month, whether it's working out or not, if you catch yourself backsliding, you know what I'm saying? Just try to catch it real quick. Yeah. Be honest with yourself and take it one step at a time. You know what I mean? But you have to be that type of person where the backsliding is not okay with you anymore.
And also you have to be okay with knowing like it's okay. You can have many day ones and many starting over points, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Don't ever give up.
I know, but here's the thing. We talked on other episodes about the videos of me when I was big and all that. How long was I backsliding to get there? You know? Yeah. Backsliding, it didn't bother me so much that I was making them decisions over and over, week by week.
Right.
So it's still a positive because I've changed. I care about it. I care about my health. I care about how I'm looking. I care about how I'm feeling. These are positive things. You know what I mean? So I'm noticing that it's got me down, but I know that there's certain things that won't happen again, like the way that they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you being at that place, just emotionally, will make you backslide or allow you to. So I'm saying that coming from a place of I've been backsliding and I haven't been feeling good. Like just I've been feeling bad. And recognizing, you're feeling bad. You really should do something about it. Yeah. I think that's the one thing that we have now. Like, okay, what can I do to make myself feel better? Because once you get in that mode of, dang, I don't feel good. My energy's low.
Yeah.
Then you sit in it.
You sit in it.
You got to fight that thing.
Yeah, I know. you sit in it, and the thing is done. You sit in it, and it's like, it seems like a moment, but then it turns into like a collection of moments That's all. But every time you be like, all right, well, I know what this is. I'll deal with it later. Blah, blah. Like, and it don't be like that. And before you know it, it's been a whole period of time. And then what at least I could say with me, and it probably happens with a lot of people, then the urgency probably gives away.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I know I got to lose a little weight. All right, I know I got to go do this business idea. All right, I know I need to save a little bit. All right, but the first week I don't do it. All right, cool. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then all of a sudden that just becomes who you are. It's like patterns of behavior. You know what I'm saying? So the beautiful thing is that we have a more healthier pattern of behaviors and how we're dealing with like eating and weight. That's the truth. Yeah. And that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Those old ones kind of try to creep
in. They creep in quick.
You know what?
Real fast.
It's kind of like a stronghold.
Yeah, it's got me. It's a little layer. Everything's connected. It's got you. Yeah. It's got you. It's got you. And going off, I'm not even off topic, but like those things that pull you in, those things that kind of pull you back a little bit. I feel like the devil knows exactly what they are, and as soon as you're doing good, he just makes them look real nice and shows them right in your face. Serious, like he sees you're doing a little, you're progressing a little bit, so he goes in the kitchen and he makes a special recipe that's just for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends if you're gonna eat it. Right. But every time you see it, you're gonna want it because it's just for you.
Right?
It's tailored just for you. It's all your weaknesses. It's all the things that you're struggling with. It's all the things that impact you the most if they don't go right. All your insecurities. It's like you're just sitting there waiting. You know what I mean? And then just put you right in your face. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then it knocks you down. I feel like it's almost impossible to get knocked down when you're trying to go up. You know what I mean? If you're down already, you're down. But like as soon as you're trying to go up, you remember when we was talking about Caleb and his science experiment trying to put water in the ceiling and all that. You know what I mean? Like just random stuff. Like, why am I backsliding this week? Why is this happening? You know what I mean? Like, well, the other part of it is I talked about work, but there's other stresses going on in life. Mm-hmm. Other conversations we're having. You know what I mean? People in our lives that are going through challenges right now. Mm-hmm. It creates an environment of stress and darkness and weight. Mm-hmm. Weight. Life's weight. It's heavy, done. Yeah. Life's weight is heavy, done. You know what I mean? Especially if you choose to be active in your life and be present and feel it. All right. Now you could be off going somewhere, getting crazy high every night and running all over the streets and you never sit down and feel it. But if you actually feel it, the weight of life is heavy. It can be, yeah. It could be heavy at times, you know what I mean? And we got a little, I would say, period of time right now that has some challenges that we got to deal with. Mm-hmm. Family stuff, whatever, business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we're making it sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thanks to you, of course.
Thanks to God, because it ain't me.
You don't think so? Mm-hmm. You're a big part of it, though. I swear, though. That's where you always kind of keep us in like a level set, and you identify when we're getting way off. I feel like that's what you do good. When we're getting way off.
Strength. I just be like, Lord, help me, and He does. Like, just help me to have peace in the midst of it all.
For real,
the midst of all the storms and just all the things, and He gives me that every time.
True.
And I just love Him so much for that.
That's what's up.
And
man.
I'm glad that you see that in me.
I do.
That makes me feel like I'm a good wife.
For real? I do see that in you, man. I feel like you good at identifying when it's getting a little bit too left. You don't always got the answer to bring it back, but you'll be like, yo, and you need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, one of the things that you said just now was you had some clients that you said no to.
Potential clients
you said no to. That had me thinking of how far we'll come. And we don't always talk about our business a whole lot, but like I hate to say it, but like you getting behind my back that time. That's like the best thing you ever did, man. It's like the best thing you ever did. I hate to say it, but like you had that right. And I'm sitting here like, think about where we'll come. Like there was a point where everybody we could possibly get would have been acclaimed. We wanted to be accessible. We wanted everybody to know we was virtual. We wanted, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to be affordable, like in a way where the average person, the average common person would come pick us. Like, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, you're getting, for the most part, work that you feel like is worth your time. Mm-hmm. And when you do have stresses, it's actually about the work for the most part.
Right.
It's not these other things. You're wondering what this person's doing, not doing.
But let me say, what I mean? Yes, but let me say this though. I still battled it on the conversation.
What do you mean?
So basically, I had a consultation with a business who their accountant has been sick. And they don't know when their accountant's coming back. So there were some things that they needed done. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't have a plan for this type of work anymore because I don't normally do this work. But I know that I can do this work. So she's telling me the work and I'm writing it down. And I'm like, I could do this. And I'm like, dang, but I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But then I'm like, but I mean, I can make some great money doing this. Mm-hmm. But then, so it's like I'm having this conversation back and forth in my head. And then I was sitting there and I was like, well, hold on, let me think about this. And I tried to come up with pricing in my head and I was really struggling. And I ended the conversation. I said, you know what? I said, I don't think I'm the one to get this done for you because the type of work that you're asking me to do, mm-hmm. I review this type of stuff. I outsource this type of stuff. I don't really, do it. But I can recommend some places you can start. I was like, but yeah, I don't really do this work, but I will take your corporate tax return at the end of the year. I'll do that. But all this other stuff, I'm not the one for it. So I probably left some money on the table. But the one thing that it's been like a recurring theme this week. All decisions are not financial decisions.
Break that down. What you mean?
Like financially, I could have, earned a few G's based on the work that she wanted me to do.
All right. But you ain't do it.
I didn't do it.
So money weren't in the motivation. It wasn't. But say that again, though. You said all decisions are not financial decisions.
Yes, because I'm learning. I've been in some very unique situations lately. And I've had to make decisions that financially, it makes great sense. This is the move you should make. This is the work you should take. But for peace, it's a no. Because I know what it's going to cost me. Mm-hmm. Or I'm learning what it's going to cost me. And just a simple example of all decisions are financial decisions. Financially, I should not be paying a personal trainer to work me out every week. Financially, I should be doing something else with that money. Mm-hmm. But I came in here, I done worked out, I feel good, I feel hopeful, like it's doing something inexplicable within me. Just spending that money. So financially, no, it doesn't make sense. That could be put towards investments or like anything else.
This week, and not just this week, but like lately, it has been a lot of opportunities or decisions to make that maybe you can't make. You want to make it, you can't make it. It's something that you think's coming to you, it don't come to you. And then something that you don't expect to come to you comes to you. Like I feel like what has some of that, and you just kind of touched on it. Nah, money is not your only motivation. And you sat there and was like, all decisions are not financial decisions. But I think for a lot of people, decisions are financial decisions. Like if the money makes sense, go ahead and do that. And I don't think we're charging at a rate anymore where any of your time would not be valued. You see what I'm saying? So we would have made some good money from it. Mm-hmm. But that's not the only thing that draws you. Nah, I don't know where you're going to get into it, but like, give me a little background on, because I know this hit you more than it hit me. All right. We could use random people, whatever, but like every opportunity that comes, guys, is not for you. And that sucks because you want it. The truth is you want it. And as we think about the way we believe acquire money and everything, like we believe on like God's timing for real. That's the difference.
Right.
We actually believe on like God's timing. Now we think that his timing is going to get us to a place where we get money and we doing really well and it's gotten us there. But we do acknowledge like we don't know everything and we don't know where it's about to take us. And we believe that 100% because we in this podcast room. Nobody want to be podcasters out of nowhere. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's his timing and pushes us a certain way that we didn't even see coming. But this the thing that came up lately. We went back and forward on this decision and which is the best way to do it. What's the better outcome to do? You know what I'm saying? And then I think the end result is a decision that we want to make that we feel like we can make. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And I just want you to talk about that a little bit. And then like, how'd you get through that decision? And how'd you even get to the point of working it out with me? Because I know this ain't what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you can talk about abstract. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of hard to talk about an abstract, but
well, go ahead.
I'll do my best.
Dude, talk about it the way you want.
I would just say this. Dexter and I had...
We're not the only people in this type of situation.
I know, but we had an opportunity that would really financially benefit us. Mm-hmm. And... like for generations, possibly. And because of who we would have had to do the business with, it wasn't worth it. Because working with that person it's unpredictable. And we think that it would cause extra stress, especially for me, because the area that I would have to work with this person in, it's my specialty. And he didn't want to sacrifice my sanity or anything else of me for this opportunity. So we had to say no. And it hurts because I know, like, dang, this would have changed our lives, our children's lives, but I do believe that there is something coming, something else. When faced with this decision, I trusted him to lead, but also we slept on it. Mm-hmm. And God woke me up in the middle of the night and showed me that you were right and we shouldn't do this. We take this opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm at peace with it, even though, like, when I think about it, it frustrates me, but it's like...
And this is a real financial benefit that comes in this in the long term for everybody involved, you know? Yeah. And it's tough because it's all for the back of something that's actually bad that's happening or something that's stressful. You know what I mean? But I wanted to bring that up because, you know, for the first time, it was something that I really, really had to think about with you and really, really consider your feelings about it and like what it meant for us or not, because the situation is still the same. But I'm going to touch on it a little bit more detail. And I think I'll be the right person to touch on it. You know what I'm saying? But we have an opportunity here where we could have went a certain route in regards to possibly acquiring property. You know what I'm saying? And when you do something like that, there is a lot involved with home ownership in general. And I'll just leave it at that. It's a lot involved with home ownership. For the most part, most people don't even get a chance to truly own their house in their lifetime, which means that there's no IOU on it. I don't owe nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we thought, not for us, but for also the people involved with us, that we would benefit, that we love, is like, hey, we have maybe an opportunity to do something together, but do something for you. And it made sense. It really made sense.
Financially.
A whole
lot of sense.
A lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's also not only just financial sense, but financial security. That's something we all need. Security for somebody you love. Let's think about somebody maybe your mother, grandmother, somebody older in your life, you have an opportunity to give them financial security. Would you pass that up? Probably not. Would you pass it up doing it for yourself, or at least putting them on the path to have more financial soundness, safeness, whatever you want to call it? You know what I'm saying? And to me, I saw that it was pretty clear as day that that was the one option to do. You know what I mean? But we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it because here's the thing. This is what I think I should touch on. God gave you blessings. You know what I'm saying? You can receive blessings, but they can turn into curses if you ain't ready to receive them. So let's just be real. Like when you're out there, you want this, you want that, you're chasing this, you're chasing that, you're desiring certain things. Like if you're not really in the place to receive it, it's not going to do well for you. And you have to really think about that. Give you a crazy example, but it just comes to mind. People look it up on YouTube. These things happen. People that win the lottery could drive you all different types of ways. How ready are you how ready are you to receive that type of money? Well, it probably takes a whole lot to maybe really be ready to receive that type of money. Not financially. Somebody might be able to instruct you, hey, you got to advise a couple little straight little steps to make sure you don't, that's not it. Are you really ready to receive that money? You got addictions, you got problems, you got personal issues, you got all types of things that you don't see how bad they are right now because you only got $50 in your pocket every week. Maybe they look way different when you got a meal, 2 meal, 3 meal. You're like a totally different person now. You know? So in this situation, it was like, dang, if we do this, it's literally going to make a person worse.
Yeah.
And that was the hard part. And it's like, dang, how could something that's clearly like a blessing also be a curse? And I think that's what we agreed on. And because of the type of people we are, we're like being rich in life and family and all that means more to us, we couldn't do it. But I respect you for that. You know what I mean? I know that was hard for you.
Even now thinking about it, I'm still a little bit angry though.
Of course.
Like it's just like, man.
You like how?
Right.
This doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense. And I was telling myself, dang, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But I had to stop saying that because I'm like, no, there's no limit on what God can do. It was an opportunity. You're not going to be able to take advantage of it. And that's okay. Because more opportunities will come. Don't know what they're going to look like. Like we don't know what the future holds.
Nah, I could drop a little nugget. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it a nugget. I'm gonna call it a nugget because I'm gonna come back and double back to give you all the details on it later. You know what I'm saying? But I got a call that I didn't expect this week, right? And who knows what that's about? But God is busy. You know what I'm saying? I got an interesting call this week.
Oh, yes, you did.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what is what, but I didn't expect that to happen. And we'll see. But what I'm saying is like, you never know, as they say, one door shuts, the other one opens. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going on the journey. And it's going to be okay for you to do it if you realize that you ain't in control of everything.
I ain't in control of nothing.
Because we could sit here and push on this past decision, but we feel it on the inside. I know I feel it like.
Yeah.
And that's not that.
No.
We got to go another way.
Got to go another way.
But we can come back hopefully to this nugget. Don't hold me to this. I'm hoping that I can come back to y'all and tell you some good news maybe. On something new that I might be doing. Well, let me get it right. Okay, let me get it right. Something that we will be doing in the future. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I could do it, but like the money, you know, that good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, today's episode, you know what I'm saying? We just been kind of talking for a little bit. But one of the things I want to, I guess, part about today primarily is how we've improved our communication lately. Is it too early? Am I trying to get credit too early? Because we talked about this communication problem and how it showed up in business and relationship.
Is improvement.
It's improving, right?
Yeah, it's not perfect. What do they say? Progress over perfection.
Yeah, for real. But I bring that up because I see how intentional you be. You know what I'm saying? You're being very intentional on certain things. And this is also, today might be the little relationship hour, but this is what we poured in about. All right. It's a little concept that me and Randy came up. Well, I would say Randy taught me this years ago. And I was talking to a friend of mine this week about it. You know, we was chopping up some things. And today I want to pour about deposits and withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about the concept of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get your thoughts on where we was at a little while ago in regards to that, where we're at now. And that's what I want people to learn today when they think about the impersonal life or relationship or whatever. We're going to use relationship because that's our thing. But
do you remember where we got that from?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. But I want everybody to like lead this today's episode. I don't know what I'm going to call it. But what we talking to you guys about is deposits and withdrawals in your life, man. And really understanding what that means and what it does. But I'm going to let Randy give the history on it.
Oh, we actually, when we were, this was before premarital counseling, I think. But we did counseling with Pastor McBride. At the, when he was...
Is that where it started from?
That's where it started.
Hey, shout out to him, yo.
Yeah. Pastor Sean McBride taught us about deposits and
what's the name of his joint again? We're going to give him love. What's the name of his joint? Couples Counseling Youth Center?
No, it's not Youth Center.
Right, I was saying Youth Center. Couples Counseling Center. Is that right?
I don't know.
Sean McBride, he dope. Look him up.
Yeah,
man. He got a joint in Maryland.
He be saving marriages out here, y'all.
He dope. He relatable too.
Yeah, he counseled us before we were even married.
But I don't remember. I don't remember him giving it to me. But I mean, go ahead.
It was. Yeah, we went. He had an office in Bowie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somewhere. But anyway,
it's big with us. So,
yeah, you know I think we were talking about marriage. I don't think we were quite engaged yet, but we were having some issues. And he talked about deposits and withdrawals, and we're supposed to look at our relationship. I believe it's like a bank account.
Yeah.
And every day, we making withdrawals from this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we were pretty much at a place that he considered overdrawn because we weren't making deposits.
For real.
So, yeah.
Nah, breaking that down even more, right? As you go through your everyday life, this whole deposit and withdrawal thing is happening all the time, no matter what you do. So let's just get that out the way. It's not something you're doing or not doing. Living naturally has deposits and withdrawals happening all the time. You know what I'm saying? So if the withdrawal part, you're working, takes your time. You got kids, it takes your time. You know what I'm saying? You're in a relationship, you're busy, it has withdrawals from that. You know what I'm saying? You're not eating as well, you're taking withdrawals away from your own physical health, how you're treating yourself, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You're hanging around the wrong friends. You're taking withdrawals away from the good spirits and the good energies and things you should be getting. But every day you're doing deposits and withdrawals. And if you really look at everything like a bank account, there's a couple of things that could happen with a bank account, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a bank account, you talked about being overdrawn. So it's less money and, you try to take out more money than you have. And a lot of people operate in that overdrawn status, and that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But then you could also be broken even. You could have just as much deposits as withdrawals and you don't got nothing. Or you could have more deposits and actually be on the plus side. And what happens when things are on the plus side in your account? What happens to that money? It's not a whole lot depending on where you put it, but when things are on the plus side, you actually gain a little bit of interest on that money. You know what I'm saying? It actually multiplies. You know what I'm saying? But thinking about these different things. Where have I been in my life? Where were we? He talked about, which I don't remember, but I'm glad you brought it up, us being in the deficit. So what do you think was driving us being in the deficit at that time, where we had more withdrawals coming out of our situation than the positives that was getting into it? We'll come a long way. So
I'm just trying to go back to
I tell you
we were, but you don't even remember.
I tell you what the problems were. I know when you complained to me. I can remember that for the rest of my life.
Oh, what was I?
But I want you to see what we said that day. I don't want to get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I know one of them was spending time with you. I know one of them was dating you. I know one of them was like you felt like I didn't date you at all, like I weren't spending time with you or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. You felt like you was last on the list. Everybody got you my time and money besides you. Mm-hmm. That was one of them. Talking to people crazy was one of them, I think. But I don't know.
It was a long time ago.
I don't know. Money? Do you remember? I know
we was in a rough spot. We ain't got to go all into the detail.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was, and when I say a long time ago, like, were you even in America yet?
Yes.
Were you?
Yes, I was out here. I think I was.
I don't think you were.
I should have been.
So we got to be talking about like 2010, 2011.
Nah.
Yes, 2012.
Nah, it ain't no 2010.
Okay, 2012. We got engaged in 2014.
Yeah, it's about 2012. Yeah, it's about 2012, 2013.
Yeah, we were going through some things.
Yeah,
let's keep it moving.
No, you should.
No, because I don't like to go back.
No. But I'm talking about the deposits and withdrawals concept. That's all.
You ain't got to go.
Well, you gonna go fight with me after this?
I can if you want.
Nah, but look, so we had a whole lot of withdrawals and we learned this concept that we need more like deposits in it, right? Mm-hmm. Now, in our lives, the way that we're living, we do have withdrawals right now, mm-hmm. right? But we understand this concept of having to come back and put the deposits back in. Mm-hmm. Now, the withdrawals we had lately, why don't you tell me about that? Because you tell me every morning at 6 o'clock. So now's your time to shine.
Oh, the one time I don't want to talk about it because I'm feeling all good, been working out. Now's your time to shine.
Nah, because we deposited.
The withdrawals? Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you talking about as individuals or from the relationship?
I'm just talking about your 6 a.m. rundown. That's all.
I'm trying to think in specific to the relationship because I feel like I'm being withdrawn from all day. But specific to the relationship, I would say that the deposits have been time, like the intentional time of going out, have been like clear deposits. But the withdrawals would be lack of time.
I don't know why she's trying to be nice, but I'm gonna just say what you say. I'm gonna just say what it is. Lack of time. I never got no time to talk to her. I'm always got time to talk to everybody else. I don't be listening. I'm not available. Look, I'm not present. I can't use my cell phone. I can't use earphones. Am I missing anything?
You've been backsliding with the finances too.
How you just gonna ignore everything I just said? How you gonna just ignore everything I just said?
No, I'm adding to it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Finances.
You've been backsliding.
Backsliding with the finances. I'm not available in the morning, like you said. I would be to talk to you. I ain't got no time for you all week. You know what I mean? What's that? What you said the other day? I ain't want you. I ain't got no time. Yada yada.
Oh, because you're so busy with work.
Yeah. Right.
You be forgetting about me.
Yeah. And then yesterday. I shouldn't be messing. Nah, you good. Yesterday we sat down, and in a quick second had some deposits, right? A little bit. You know what I mean? Spent a little time. Weren't enough though. Still overdrawn, right? Still overdrawn. You know what I'm saying? But I bring that up because that whole deposit and withdrawal concept type thing, even though it seems real simple, I think that's why we're doing better in life right now than we were. Because I feel like we're not continue to operate in this overdraft status for so long without somebody trying to say something and put a deposit in. And I feel like that, and I guess I'll give it to him because, again, I forgot he brought it up, but want to give him credit for it. But like, that's one of the things that's helped our relationship, I think, the most. Not keeping it great, but keeping it from falling off of the cliff completely.
Right. Yes.
So that's what I wanted to bring this up. Like, whatever y'all got going on in your life, just like I had this week, you're going to be backsliding. And I don't want to just sit here and give you a whole bunch of gas about think this positive thing and this is going to happen. Like, nah, you got to have actually certain skills. Like, you have to have certain little tasks or measuring sticks to help you navigate through like moments in life. So like the way to get through backsliding is to quickly look at your deposits and your withdrawals and see, well, what's going on here? Like, what do I need to put in? Mm-hmm. And you did that today. You got to go work out. Mm-hmm. Your deposit helps your backsliding. Your backsliding is just withdrawals. Those are the things that are taken away from you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So that's why I want to together.
Come on, you know I'm going somewhere with it. I'm always going somewhere with it, baby. You just got to stick with me. You feel me? But that's how it works, because the backsliding is the $5 swipes. That's the backsliding. The backsliding is the little decisions I cannot make here and there. But then you realize, like, nah, I need a deposit. My deposit would be I eat good for a couple days and I work out and do my stretches that you call. We're not going to say what you call them because it's 2023 and I don't want no censorship. You know what I'm saying? But I want people
to... Well, as the kids would say, those stretches, they look a little sus.
They look... Hey, but they be good. They feel so good.
I'm like, Dexter, why do you have to have your legs like that? Like, why are they up in the air like that? I don't like it.
Yo, and you know what made me mad? I'll be down early in the morning. As soon as I hit into the stretch, I feel like you come down these steps.
Come around that corner.
And all I hear is sucking teeth, man. Yo, but again, like, to my point, and why I love our show and the community we create is like let's just be real again. You know, a lot of people, it's a lot of information out there. I'm talking about information, but like we live in this dangerous world now where like everybody's got a voice. So you got to be real careful where you're getting information from too. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a whole lot of information out there that can tell you how to feel and what to think and what to expect the world to give you, which is cool. I'm not saying none of that ain't cool, but is there any tangible skills like that anybody's teaching you? Like, you feel me? Like, it's like think about it. That's the thing that I think is different. Why I love our podcast is like I could sit here and say, "Oh, I'm backsliding. I realize it. Me and Randy talk to each other, and we get through it, and we put it out there that we want our bodies to look better, and what?
Right?
What? No. If I ain't never learned about deposits and withdrawals, I wouldn't be able to check this backsliding. I needed a skill. I needed some type of tool to check it with. I needed something in my mind to trigger a challenge on my behavior. That's like the fundamental thing. But people don't got that. So maybe this is what you could take today. Every once in a while, this is the takeaway for today. Again, shout out to my boy, what's his name? Sean McBride. Shout out to him. Everything you're doing, just try to remember that it's a bank account at some point. Wife, bank account. Business, bank account. School, bank account. Friendship, bank account. Mother, bank account. And every single thing is an account. And every time you engage with it, you're either putting deposits into it or withdrawals. It's happening. And it's happening to you because you're a resource in itself. So as soon as you go into that environment, you got to ask yourself, what's happening? Am I getting deposits to me and withdrawals? I'm going to give you another example. I ain't seen my ex girl for years. I'm about to go buy a house. I ain't seen her. I'm going to go pop it up, say what's up. As soon as you walk in the door, you guys start having a conversation. There's an instant deposit or withdrawal exchange. Just depends what y'all talking about. If she's talking about something really, really great, that she's so happy to see you, and you guys talk about all the old times that y'all been with, and you guys look at pictures and everything, you leave her house on a high, full of deposits. But if she sits there and be like, girl, I can't believe you and your husband got that business like that. girl, I ain't been able to work in 15 years. You know, I remember I used to be able to want to do this. I just can't do it. I got to pay these bills. And that's cool. As soon as you leave the house, there's been a few withdrawals in your life. And that's nothing wrong with being there for your friend. But now in your day, you might need a little deposit to keep you straight. Mm-hmm. To keep your mind straight.
Yeah, because you find yourself thinking about your friend.
You feel me? Yeah. Now you need, like, it's nothing wrong with that. You just got to, like, look at it like a bank account. And what's the balance that you want to keep in it? You feel me? And I love this podcast because now I got to leave her and I got to go change my life again. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I got to level up again so I could be authentic for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. But the thing is, and why my week was bad, is because when I was having these withdrawals, I didn't deposit enough. That's the truth. I didn't deposit enough. But that's what happens. You leave your friend's house, back to the example, you might have to stop and go grab your coffee or something, pick you up. Whatever your thing is. Mm-hmm. If not, that withdrawal that's happened, now you're in this new next stage of your day and your balance is less. You got less money, less resource, less is in you. And then what happens then? And it's just a trickle down thing. But I've noticed everything is deposits or withdrawals. And it's like, it's really true. And as soon as you start looking at it like that and getting the ratio right, it can help you so much in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like me and you right now, we a little overdrawn. So that's why it feels good when we got a little deposit. I know that. I got some more, we're going to be good. We go on vacation, deposit. Yeah. It's so great. It's just we talked about, I don't know what episode it was, when we was in Portugal. Why could we talk about it that way? Because we just experienced a whole bunch of deposits. Everybody like getting money, mm-hmm. right? So we can talk about it like that. A whole bunch of deposits. This is wonderful. But what do we have waiting for us? Soul, sugar, and stress. Withdrawals. That's why we wasn't looking forward to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Deposits and withdrawals, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Not a thing when it comes to deposits and withdrawals, you know. The important part is not to minimize the withdrawals. It's not about that. The withdrawals are going to happen. You got to identify that it's happening. I'm lucky that I got you, because here's the other layer that I want to add. When those withdrawals are happening, you might not always want to admit that they withdrawals. You might just think that it's things that you got to do, your responsibilities. One of the things that I think you helped me with out a lot is I have to do certain things, but you do put your hand up and acknowledge, like, yo, it's kind of like a withdrawal. You let me know what it's doing to me. You let me know what you're seeing in me. You're like, you don't look like yourself today. You don't look, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you're not feeling good. Mm-hmm. You'll come by, sometimes I'll be in the mirror and you'll be like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like little stuff like that. Or I see you come bring me my coffee down in the morning and like kiss me on my cheek and stuff. You don't do it all the time. But like I could just see, like, you kind of let me know, like, all right, I know you got to do this. I know you're busy, but you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you know me, you recognize, like, yeah, you're busy, but that's still a withdrawal. So that's my point. The biggest withdrawal out there in your life could just be being busy, man, and having to handle business. And I feel like that's the biggest withdrawal in everybody's life. And when we think about the way we look at quiet money and like looking at success and what we have that we believe God has here just for us, why don't we get there? For the most part, we busy. We busy doing all these things that we have to do. And it's fine, we have to do them. But that's why we need good people in our lives, good connections, good information coming in, putting ourselves in good environments, because these withdrawals are happening. And the biggest withdrawal is just being busy. So everybody, if you're out there and you're listening to me, you're like, bro, what am I supposed to do with that? I got 4 kids. I got to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. Listen, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. Everybody got responsibilities. We got to take care of responsibilities, and we have to acknowledge what our responsibilities are based on the decisions we're made in life, especially if we're going to be responsible for them. Cool. But they result in weight, and they result in a big withdrawal sometimes. And that's why, even though while you're doing all the things you gotta do, you gotta find one thing, two thing that's something you want to do, something that's a deposit in your life. And it sounds simple, whether it's working out, whether it's going out with a friend to a show, reading. Like, I'm telling y'all, don't let these simple things, like, you might listen to our podcast, be like, look, it ain't complicated. And sometimes when you listen to somebody and it's super, super complicated, read through all of the words and realize that it might not be nothing there. Sometimes it's a simple thing. Life is simple in a lot of ways. And I feel like, to be honest, taking another step, God's message and what God has taught from the beginning is actually pretty simple. It's a simple thing to understand. I feel like the world makes it complicated. It's like taking everything God said and makes it in reverse. But like the simple things of how to treat people, how to treat yourself, what things you should do, what things you shouldn't do, it's just kind of very simple and plain. And we need deposits in our lives. You know what I'm saying? They are super important. This podcast with you is turning into a deposit. I don't know what it was at first. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a deposit now. I look forward to it.
Hold on.
What's up?
What do you mean by that? You don't know what it was at first?
At first I wasn't, it was more anxiety there. You know what I'm saying? Not sure what it was be. It was a lot of fear there because I'm doing something I'm not comfortable doing. Not even saying I'm comfortable doing it now, but something that I felt I was being pulled to do. I didn't know why, but the other thing that also had it as almost a little bit of a withdrawal is that when I agreed to do this with you, I had this feeling that I'm gonna be sharing things that I wouldn't really share with everybody. But I knew it was gonna happen. Like, I knew that these kind of conversations that we were gonna have were gonna start to come out. And my thought was like, I don't know how far they're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how real we about to be. A lot of our views and things that we believe, quote unquote, I guess, is old school compared to nowadays. No, I'm just saying, like it really is for a lot of times. And to your point, which I appreciate, I don't know if it was the last podcast or whatever, but it may not be what you see every day when you open your phone and stuff, but there are people out there that you just got to find the right people, the right information, the right sources. You know what I mean? There's God-fearing people out there. There's Christians out there. There's people that believe in being rich in life and not just monetary values. It's people that believe in helping others. It's people that, you know what I mean? It's people that actually believe in community and being selfless. It's people that actually still know what real love is, which is, I love you no matter what you do for me. I love you no matter how you make me feel. I love you that today you represent nothing like you did yesterday, but I still know you're my friend. I still love you. I love you because 2 years ago we used to do 5 of my favorite things, and now you hate those things, but I still love you. There's people out there like that will sit there and actually want to give you a call on your birthday to tell you happy birthday, as opposed to double tap or posting you, which is nothing wrong with that either. There's some people that hear that you're sick and they might want to pop by or send you a letter, a handwritten letter. There's people that are still out there. You may not see it all the time. You got to look for it. Just like our podcast. Make sure you follow our podcast on all platforms that have podcasts, Quiet Money Podcast, if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? And drop us a little $5 or less, whatever, on our Patreon. You know what I mean? We're going to put some more content out there. But right now, just show the support. Show us some love. You know what I mean? Hit the Patreon up. You looking real deep in my eyes. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as you go forward with your day, with your life, what was the episode about today? Deposits and withdrawals. And looking at things as a bank account and to really check what's going on.
Check that balance.
Check that balance, because we'll all probably been there at some point. That little $2 coffee, that little $5 this or whatever. All right, you know, I don't know. Miranda has the appreciation for it, but it can over time result in a negative balance. And then what happens when you got a negative balance? You got to put a big deposit in to make it right. That's what I got for y'all today. Treat your life as a bank account. Everything you're doing, is it positive? Net positive? Are you at a net loss? Are you used to operating at a net loss in your marriage? You know what I'm saying? In your job, in your friendships, are you used to that? Are you used to putting more deposits into your relationships with people? The people that you choose to spend your time with, are they putting deposits into you? Are they withdrawing from you? Are y'all withdrawing from each other? Gotta think about it. Gotta realize it, right, babe?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, for two reasons.
What's that?
I like how you talking. Like it's like feeding my spirit. And then you keep touching the mic, and I'm wondering if that's going to have an impact on the audio.
Oh. I like how brutally honest. You know what? But guess what? But guess what? I was looking at your coffee, and I saw how much lipstick you had on the top, and I was like, dang, like what's up with that? Why you gotta wear so much lipstick when you go work out? Very sus.
I didn't have this lipstick on when I worked out. I didn't. I put it on to film.
That's all right. I'm just being a male version.
Well, you know, sometimes I do put on makeup to work out, but I do it for me.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
And it's not a whole lot. I just, you know what? I put on makeup sometimes just to work in the house, knowing I'm not going anywhere. When I'm putting on makeup, it's for me, unless it's like a date night or something like that.
That's what's up.
It's either for me or it's for you.
That's what's up.
Because I know we in this joint, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try to look real nice today.
You always be looking good.
So, well, thank you.
Especially in the house. Yeah. You be looking good. You be dressing up for work. You know, you work at him, but you still treat it like, you know.
That's because I know I'm going to see you. You like my work crush.
And I ain't even got no time for you.
Right, I see. I'll be like, I hope I see him in the break room today. The break room is the kitchen, guys.
I know.
I'll be going downstairs with the coffee, like, hey, Mr. Bastin.
I know. Then I don't come up for 5 hours. Hey, but listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all following us. You know what I mean? I'm Dax. This is my wonderful co-host, friend, wife. She just a super ride or die, Randy. I be throwing her all types of loops. She don't be ready for what I want to talk about, but it's all good because we the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life, and we just keep it real about everything.
Keep it so real. It's so real that it's scary. But we talked about that last episode.
I'm telling you. Keep it real about everything. And today for y'all, as you go away, deposits and withdrawals, make sure you're aware of them. Treat everything like a bank account. And when it's overdrawn, put some deposits in. And hey, the other thing, when you got so many deposits and you're actually on that positive side, you're actually in a beautiful space to go help somebody else too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of good things that could come out of it. You got anything else, babe?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, we about to get into our day. I'm sure Randy got a list of things. I'm about to clean up the house and all that. But anyway.
Right, what's for lunch?
I don't know. I'm not hungry at all.
See?
But I got a family. I got to think about them too, baby.
There's some leftovers.
I don't want the leftovers. But let
me tell y'all something. I be cooking and don't nobody ever want to eat the leftovers. And I made a good meal the other night.
You did. We ain't the leftovers. Got you. We got you.
They probably gone though. Because you know who be going into that kitchen.
I know.
Sneaking food.
Yeah. And juice.
For no reason.
And juice. And very little small shotgun glass sips. But anyway.
All right.
Hey, make sure you follow us, Quiet Money Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast. We finally got an Apple Podcast. Hold up. Before we go, can I say this now? Our Based Accounting website is popping up.
Yes.
There you go. We finally got our website right. So if you go to basedinaccounting.com,
BASDEN accounting.com,
you will see our website, all our services, what we do. You can contact us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously follow us on IG. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Yeah. We dope like that.
We getting it together.
All right.
We're a work in progress.
Till next time, y'all. Peace. Make sure you follow Quiet Money Podcast on all streaming platforms that have podcasts. Follow us on Instagram. Leave comments on our videos. Let us know what you're going through, ups and downs. We want to hear from you. We engage with you. We'll see you next time. Peace.